Welcome to Wine Chats with Billy and Lindsay,
where we drink wine and chat life.
Lyndalyn, are you ready
Not really.
to show off our new studio?
Look, that's a trick question for me because I'm not really ready because it's not up to scratch for my liking.
Yes.
It's
fine for me. But
not.
I would like a plant on my side. I actually only say that because it annoys her.
She's making fun of me. There's going to be more furnishings added to the pictures. So those watching, I'll just swap with you. Those watching, don't be alarmed. We're going to zhuzh it up and make it look prettier.
And those not watching and listening, hello, welcome. This is Wine Chats, your podcast where we start talking and forget that you can't see us. Apologies. We're so sorry. We have a new studio. We've moved it from upstairs in the couch to a whole room downstairs. It's very exciting for us.
Exciting, but there's lots still to come. So you're just going to join the journey of the new podcast studio creation.
It's an organic journey.
We hate that saying, but it's a process.
Very good, Lenny. Lyndalyn, what are we talking about today while you drink?
She's so rude.
We are drinking a rosé.
You can see rosé.
Hey.
Not all day because we're not huge fans of rosés, but we'll drink it. Okay, so it's funny because we always are first of all, you feel so far away.
I know. I was going to say that too. It's right? Again, for those listening and not seeing, we are really far away from each other, like a whole arm length. So it's we'll just have to get used to the fact that we're not that sitting on top of each other anymore.
I know, you're so far.
And our microphones
careful.
Oh yes, and our tiny table is really easily movable.
Yes.
Go on.
It's a work in progress. Look, we always try and think of sex topics, sexy topics about sex, if you will.
Tell me more.
Because people tend to enjoy those and they're always fun.
And we tend to enjoy them, but there's
Totally.
haven't we shared every single aspect of our sex lives with the people?
Totally.
Vanilla as it is.
100%.
Right?
And really, do you really want to know about our sex life? Not really. Don't answer that, actually.
I was like, Lindsay, yes, they do. But no, you don't.
Don't. It's very boring.
But I like this better. I actually love what you've come up with.
Well, I was Googling sex topics.
Yes.
What can we actually talk about that's to do with sex, but not
our
sex?
Yes.
Sex, right? So I don't even know where I found this. Quora.
Yes.
Quora.com.
It's where you ask questions and it gives you answers.
Yeah. It's normally a flop, to be honest, whenever I've tried to find stuff on
Couldn't agree more.
But they just came up with an article, sex topics to debate about. Or to debate on, sorry.
Yes, sure.
So we're just going to go through the list.
Yes, we are. And the list is good.
It's
a good list.
It's solid.
Yes.
Okay, so Billy.
Go, Lenny.
What are your thoughts about sex before marriage? Is it okay?
Do it.
Oh, whoa, okay. Can you let me finish
Do
my
it.
sentence? Do it.
As if you want to be trying that shit after you get married. I know, for the religious types who we respect greatly, sure, if you want to live that type of life. But I can't imagine that in this day and age, people wouldn't be trying before they be buying.
Yeah.
Right?
I just don't.
I was going to say, I thought you were going to be backing this.
No. Ew, gross.
I know.
No.
I'm we're vanilla, but Jesus.
No, it was more shock of how do people not?
Totally.
Especially nowadays when you're getting married, maybe later in life. It's not back in the day where people are getting married when they're 16 years old, right?
Yes, true. Yep, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So times have changed as well. People are getting married later, having children later. I don't understand.
No, that's crazy. Do it.
Right?
Yes. That one's a quick one for me, I think.
Same. And it is, look, if you're religious, all the power to you, but it just seems odd. And do people actually do that now?
And also, but the thing is, if you don't try it and you just go in having sex with your husband or your wife that you've just started having sex with, if you never had sex before, you literally don't know what's good and what's bad. Do you know what I mean? You just wouldn't know, if you are having bad sex your whole life because you just didn't know how it was supposed to be, you wouldn't know any different.
The only thing, okay, I'm going to play devil's advocate for a second.
Let's do it.
Okay. The only thing that I could kind of see that's sweet for them, say they're both virgins, right? Okay. And they go on the journey together.
Sure.
They're both in the same playing field. They both learn and teach each other things. Maybe some people might find that as a sweet romance.
It would. Right? Only if you go to those islands with is that the hedonism islands or something? But they're just teaching you stuff because if it's both of you are that's your first lover.
Yeah.
the fuck do you know what you're doing?
That's what I'm saying. It's a cute little thing.
I mean, it's cute, but then you're both just going to be cute together forever without having any good sex.
Where does this go? No, I think they really would get to the good sex, but it would take a bit, maybe. Sure. I don't know, but it would be like a classic case, blind leading the blind.
Yes,
thing.
exactly. Yeah. Yes, we need a person with good vision to lead this party.
Get some big spotlights.
Go to orgies or something. You'd have to get some sort of, well, okay, maybe not orgies with lots of people, but like a sex therapist or something.
What?
So they know. What if they both suck and they're both too shy to try new things?
But they wouldn't know if they suck because they've only had each other.
Are there any more questions on this
There
list?
are. I thought that was going to be a quick one, but anyways. Okay, so is petting okay?
We had to Google this.
We had to Google what petting actually meant. Now, before you will you explain what petting is for those that are like us and dumb?
It's on my phone, which is over there, but I get the gist of so it's basically like caressing, kissing, like all the stuff that's above board without penetration. So there's no penetration.
Yeah.
And there's like over the clothes kind of vibing. Actually,
Dry
I don't
humping.
know if that means, though, it must not mean any kind of penetration of any orifice.
I don't know if like you're talking about fingering and stuff. Yeah.
So I would say that it's probably none of that.
No.
It said no penetration.
Yeah. Because I don't know, but correct me if I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. Like if you're a virgin and you get fingered by someone.
Still a virgin, I want to say.
Yeah, but could you have your cherry popped? Does that, I don't know.
I don't know, because then how do lesbians do it? This is what's always confused me. Like I guess they have sex, but the thing is, again, it's not going to be like dick sex, right?
No, but they have strap-ons and fingers.
Right. So then is that when you officially become not a virgin, when you're a lesbian, when you have a strap-on sex?
That's a good question.
You know what I'm saying?
Like trying to be offensive.
Like genuine question. Like I don't know at what point have you actually lost your cherry if there's no, because to me, like obviously heterosexual sex, it's like one goes in the other. If you don't have one to, you know what I'm saying? Like at
just
what point
scissoring and humping each other if there's no actual intercourse, you mean?
Well, yeah. Like at what point have you actually lost your virginity? Yeah. I don't know.
That's like, I know we probably sound really dumb, but that's
true.
actually.
I'm so sorry, but that's a like legit. I'm curious. I have no idea.
No, a valid question. If you're a lesbian from the get-go and you don't experiment with men, and you have sex for the first time with a woman, but you don't have any like dildos or like does the thing? Oh God! If you're listening and you're lesbian, first of all, sorry. But can you send us a DM and let us know? Like I'm actually genuinely interested.
Same, I really am.
Okay, so
I do have a lesbian friend. I'm going to ask her.
I know your lesbian friend, and I would not. She already hates me, so I'm not going to ask her. She would hate me even more. God. Okay, moving on. So that question, is petting okay?
Yes.
I think that means like if you're not having sex before marriage, is petting okay?
Right, yes. I think you should have sex before marriage. So I think petting is totally on, but yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Pet away.
Yeah. Yeah. Like
yes.
Who would actually be partners, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever you are, and not do some form of sexual activity?
Oh, totally.
Like,
yes.
You'd have to.
Yes to all of it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Next.
All very intriguing.
Really? Yeah. Well, I feel like we have more questions so far.
We have made ourselves sound like asses, and we're just even more confused with more questions. Totally. Exactly. Okay. Is porn okay?
Yes. Don't do it too much though. Sorry.
No, go.
Of course. Yeah. Like porn, whatever. That's cool. But like, I think if you were taking it to a point where it's like not good for you anymore, like where it's just like you're just overdoing it and then expecting your wife or your girlfriend or husband or boyfriend or whatever to be doing the same shit that you saw in a porno, like no, too far.
Yeah.
Like it should be like a little enhancement of like, oh, I'm by myself, I'm just gonna get a little pleasure. It shouldn't be like.
Can you make that face again?
You know, like just a little bit of like a. But it should not be the thing that like, you know, porn addictions is what I'm saying. Like, don't get addicted to it.
I think porn is totally okay within limitations. I agree as well. I've never understood the wives or partners, I shouldn't say like partners that have issues with their partner looking at porn in a nice, healthy manner.
Yes.
That doesn't bother me. To touch on what you said, I think if you have a partner and they're upstairs and you never hit on them and you never try and engage with them, but you're constantly down in the basement watching porn, jerking off.
Those fucking guys.
And then, or girls.
Girls, true. Yes.
mostly guys.
Yep.
But then when you do go and hit on your partner,
yes,
and you want them to do this weird ass freaky shit that you've seen in your gross pornos,
totally, yeah,
that's too far.
Because then it sets the standard for you somehow, like for the person who loves the porn, is like it sets the standard that's impossible to like reach.
Yeah,
like how, you know, like I'm not going to do that shit. I'm not going to pretzel myself for you, bitch. Like
exactly.
I mean, I can, but I won't.
Show us, Bill. We don't believe you.
Oh no, the people who are listening can't see it, so there's just no point.
And she's in a skirt that's
slit
that's
and
not
pretzel worthy.
It's not. All the more enjoyable for us to see. But anyways, okay.
It's not that kind of podcast, Lindsay.
Oh my God, whatever. Billy, okay, last question before we take a break.
Yes, good idea.
Is masturbation okay?
Like, that's it?
Yeah, that's just a question. Because, some religions would be like, oh no, it's a big, massive...
religions do have no place at this podcast, first of all.
That's
Sorry.
rude. No, they
No,
do.
I didn't say religious people. I said religion in general. Like
right.
Or religious people, of course. So everybody's welcome here.
Yeah.
I'm saying like that. Yes, no, masturbation is totally okay. Of course, like that's
because it's deemed like a big no in some cultures. Right?
I mean, so much is deemed as a no in some cultures. I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. Not that I like to do it, but I'm saying like if you do, then that's totally cool with me. Like
again, I think it's like with the porn thing.
Yes,
if it's done healthy and not like weirdly and you're hiding in a corner and jerking off in the streets, like
don't do any of that. That's true. Yes, good point.
Right?
Like, don't jerk off at people in the streets. Fair enough.
In the bushes as they walk by and
all of this is just taking weird turns. Let's go to a break.
When doesn't it take a weird turn, Billy? But yes, break. Okay, Billy.
Yes.
Is it okay to use contraceptives?
What the fuck? Yes.
I know. But again, isn't it funny that we keep going back to that religion dictates a lot of like
so fucked up
the way people live. And I know that sounds really dumb for those that do believe in God and have a religion.
Yeah.
It's just so weird to me because we're so not religious and we just...
Yes, you're so right. And I shouldn't say that because I actually do have religious friends and like who would be mortified to hear me speak the way I speak. But the thing is, to me, like even just asking the question, can women use contraceptives or whatever, is just like a big fat control over women to me.
It's barbaric.
Like it's so like, who the fuck are you to say whether I should or shouldn't have? Like, I'm sorry, like what? Am I like not allowed to protect myself from having some rando's baby? My husband included?
But legit.
No,
but like, even like the Catholics that
I mean that's a whole
believe in it, where the woman is like, oh yeah, well I'm not going to take the pill, we're not going to use condoms. Like she's all for not using contraceptive. Like it's so bizarre to me.
100%.
Because like why wouldn't you?
Like it's like we're in the 21st century. This is like a modern day woman should be able to do any of that without having to speak to anyone about it. Like it's...
But that's what I'm saying. Even the Catholic women don't want to.
Yeah, but that's brainwashing. Oh, that's literally just growing up in a society that says to you, this is how a woman should and shouldn't behave. And it like dictates our everything. So like for them to be able to say, no, a woman shouldn't do like, bitch.
Okay.
No.
Brace yourself for the next question because she's fired up.
Oh God, these just piss me off is what happens.
What do you feel about abortion, Billy?
Bro, your body, your choice. Your choice. I cannot even believe that this is a fucking thing.
I know.
I cannot believe this is a fucking thing.
Yeah. And do you know what is so ironic? And I know everyone makes this argument. I'm not trying to take it on as my own. But whenever it comes up in the news, and obviously the governments are talking about making it a law or not making it a law, blah, blah, blah. How many of those people are men trying to talk about it?
Yes.
And making the fucking rules and laws about it. And every time I hear and see them speaking the bullshit coming out of their mouth, I'm like, you shut up, sit down. They have no right to be saying anything about what we do to our bodies.
1000%. I love those TikTok videos that I come across. And this is mostly in the States because obviously of what's happening to them with their fucking abortion laws or lack thereof. There's people, those people who protest who are like, don't abort, adopt, put them out for adoption. And then he comes up to women. This one TikTok video I saw, it comes up to women and goes, okay, so how many babies have you adopted? And then one of the ladies is like, oh, no, I have 2 of my own. And he's like, oh, okay. And then he goes to the next one like, oh, so how many babies have you adopted? And she's like, oh, no, I've never adopted any babies. Like the logic is not there. The logic just isn't there. You want these women to have babies, but you don't financially support them. You don't provide them any type of support except judgment over doing. I mean, like to be even talking about it, to even be questioning whether it's a thing that should or shouldn't be is like fucking barbaric to me.
Yeah, it is barbaric. Obviously, I 100% stand that there should be laws about when you're allowed to abort too.
Yeah, fair enough, because you can't. I mean, again, you're right.
The argument, yes.
Everyone,
lots of people say even if you're a week pregnant, it's a baby. I disagree with that.
Yeah.
Come at us. Yes, we know. But I think there should be laws put in place that you can only abort up until a certain amount of weeks.
And I think there is that in Australia. It's up to 20 weeks if there's any like...
20 weeks?
It's not 20.
No,
it's
Billy. 20 weeks.
20 if there's some sort of like you find that there's a disability or something like that.
Yeah.
But I think 12 is just like anywhere.
Yeah. We should have actually looked up to laws before we started chatting about it. But there are things put in place. But back to the whole adopting versus like aborting. Okay, fine. They say, oh, adopt, put it up for adoption. I've never had an abortion. I wouldn't know for sure. But think of the scarring, not physically, but mentally on the women that have to carry that baby. Let's say the lady was raped. Let's just go far into it, okay?
Yeah.
Let's say she was raped. She has to go through the pregnancy for 9 months with the constant reminder of what happened to her. And then at the end of the day, even if she was raped, it's still half of her baby. It's still a baby. Then she has to go through the traumatic experience of birthing and giving away her baby, and then spend the rest of her life knowing that there is a child of hers out there in the world.
Yeah.
How is that?
Which is a product of rape. Like,
how is that okay? And even if it wasn't a product of rape, let's go the other way, and it was just a whoopsie, and you fell pregnant when you're 17 and you don't want to have a baby.
Yeah.
Still very traumatic for the lady to go through the whole life.
Yep.
Shut up, people.
I know, right? Like, exactly. Just like, give us more rights, not less rights. That's so fucking dumb.
I just don't understand how it's still a thing to be discussed.
Well, it's getting worse. And I guess like that's the scary part, is that it's coming back. Like this whole discussion is coming back.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Is circumcision?
Oh my God.
We all know how I get near the end of the episode or the beginning when we've added wine. Okay, is it okay? Let's go male first. Is it okay?
I don't think any of it is okay. Just, I mean, if...
really?
I feel weird about chopping bits off of you for no reason. What's the point? I don't get it. Like, I think if it's like for a medical reason, if it's getting infections and stuff like that, like cool.
Yeah.
But like if there's no infections and you're just doing it for aesthetics... I find that weird. No.
Yeah.
I personally, like, I'm not, like, I know, I think Jewish people do it. Like, it's a thing that they, like, when they're with their babies and whatever. Religious thing. Again, yes. I mean, sure, but I don't know. I would not do that to my child.
Yeah.
Female or male. Female especially. Christ almighty, no.
Well, that's yes. So the male one, I think, is more about, like, aesthetics and, like, to keep it clean, right?
Yes.
But to... have a female circumcised.
I don't even know what part they cut for female circumcision.
It's the clit, and it's due to, so they don't experience, correct me if I'm wrong, like for sexual pleasure. So in the countries that do it,
fuck out.
Oh, okay, I mean, it's my house, but
stop it. Get out of your own. No, but again, like a way to control women.
Yeah.
I guess the boy circumcision...
Yeah, look, I've got 2 boys, and normally the rule of thumb now, not the rule of thumb, what a lot of people do nowadays is typically whatever the dad is. So if the dad's circumcised,
but is that a big thing in Australia? Do you like? Could you, if you were to go and get your boy circumcised, like where? Like, do you go to a hospital? Like, where do you go? Literally, like
my boys weren't. I don't know. I honestly don't know. That's a good question. Like it happens. Boys,
well, it must. I just don't. Yeah. Look, no, that's a big fat no for me.
Yeah.
Like, stop chopping bits off that don't need to be chopped off.
Okay. To finish it off, because there's a hurricane coming, people. We have stuff to do. I love this one.
Here we go.
Is polygamy okay? I love this topic.
Because look, I love the fact that they exist.
Because it's a cult, and Billy loves cults.
And I love cults. But like, I don't agree with this whole bullshit where one dude has a bunch of wives. What's women having a bunch of husbands?
I forget.
There's some sort of other name for it. Like, I think it just has to be like an even playing field. I don't like this idea that this man is the man of the house and he has 3 different wives to do 3 different, and they're all just there to fucking.
But that's not
touch his bits. No, I am not interested in any of that.
Look, I love this topic because I am obsessed with sister wives. I am obsessed. Can you guys hurry up and do your tell-all, by the way, for the latest season? Please like, why do we have to wait till this?
Because nobody cares. Literally, it's just Lindsay.
So many people care. So many people care. I love that show. Look, there are those dirty pigs out there that would be like that, but I really don't think it's necessarily all for that. It's for the community. Look, I'm not okay for.
Lindsay.
I have to say I don't agree with it, nor would I ever.
Linda Lynn.
No. But it's very interesting to see. And again, it's a TV show, so you don't know what's been edited in, whatever. But the Sister Wives, off of Sister Wives, all said it's more about the community of the family of having so many different wives.
But then why does he have to have sex with all of them? That's dumb. What kind of community? That's a great community for him. That's what I'm saying.
But they don't think
brainwashed. This again, like it all comes back down to like men.
Yeah. It's all religion
controlling women, and it is all religious. But that's what religions do.
It's all those topics we just talked about within sex. What you choose to do and not to do is all based on what you believe in, isn't it?
So this is kind of actually like Lindsay kind of like tricked us a little bit because I feel like we started this off as like, oh, let's debate sex topics, but actually it's like let's like debate sex and religion, like.
But it's same, right?
Right?
Like I don't know. It just proves to me over and over again when we have these topics why I'm so glad I'm not religious because.
Oh yes.
I shouldn't say that because I mean, look, if you're religious, I'm glad that you have something to believe in. I'm not having a go at you, but I just like to believe whatever I want to believe. I like to be able to do whatever I want to do.
Yeah. And not be brainwashed to think, oh, I want to have a husband with 3 other wives and I want to really cut my clit off because that's what, fuck off.
She doesn't cut her own clit off. It's
thing. Or I want to cut my daughter's clit off. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all, but that's the thing. Like that's these religions make it think that it's okay to do this sort of stuff to women. And it's fucking not. Like, can we just live without people trying to, again, chop our bits, take our insides, make us grow babies? Like, can we just live, please? Well, this was it made me angry. Okay. Well, on that note, we hope you enjoyed our new studio. The vibe was definitely a little weird today.
It's so weird today. Everything
is a weird day.
Everything is weird. And please, those watching, do not judge 100% what's happening here because we know our sign is too high. We know there's nothing else to look at. We know it needs judging. Just watch this space, okay? I just have to say that. Billy doesn't give a flying fuck, but I have to say it. It will get better. But in the meantime.
And how do you like the sign? Do you think, like again, for our listeners, we have a neon sign up that says Wine Chats. Like, do we need it brighter? Do we need it lower? I don't know. I will see in editing later on.
It definitely needs to be lowered. Oh,
no, 100%. Lower, but like bright or like less bright.
Oh, right. Because we got a little remote with it. We can change the brightness. Yeah. Let us know. Can you see it? Because I can't see from here if you can. No. How bright it is. Anyways.
Good day.
Try not to starfish and watch too much porn.
Thank you for joining us for this latest episode of Wine Chats podcast with Bilder and Lindelin. You can find us on our socials on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, and you can listen to us on any favorite podcasting app or watch on YouTube.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, review, comment, send us some love. We absolutely love it.
Chat soon. Come on, Lenny. Chat soon.
Chat soon.
Chat soon.
We're not putting this in.
Come on.
Okay, we'll add in chat soon at the end. Both of us?
Yeah, go
on. Chat soon.